Today is Holocaust Memorial Day. Recently, I watched a Netflix documentary about the rise of Hitler, the Nazi Party in Germany, and the key figures that surrounded him. It was chilling to say the least, but it was also frightening. How so easily good people, influenced by constant propaganda, can believe the most vile and obscene things and be part of a mass movement that can act with so much ruthlessness and hate. Of course, there were many more who knew how abhorrent all this was, but felt powerless to act, and who were cowed by fear. Holocaust Remembrance Day faces us unapologetically with the reality of this. We have to face not only what happened then, but the fact that somehow, no matter how much we would prefer to think otherwise, the human spirit is capable of such darkness, how so easily it can be tamed and twisted to behave in ways we prefer to describe as inhuman, but our experience tells us are all too human for our liking. And in a sense, this is why Holocaust remembrance is so important. It's not so that we can look back and keep alive our bitterness and resentment about such heinous crimes, but in full knowledge of our human capacity to hate and destroy, we can instead bring new life to our determination not to allow such evil things to happen again. And if we needed any justification for marking this day, we can find it not only in the events to which it gives its name, but in atrocities in Cambodia and Uganda, in Darfur and East Timor, in Rwanda and Bosnia, Myanmar and more, all of which have happened since. You see, the painful truth is that we have not remembered anything like appropriately. Since the Holocaust, the human darkness that has perpetrated such hatred has been given space to act again. But whilst human nature can be cruel, callous and even evil, so too I believe it has the capacity to be courageous, loving, self-giving, sacrificial even, in the quest to embrace others and build communities and a world in which differences are valued and are treasured as the threads which, woven together, make us stronger and better together. So our remembering today needs to be a transformative experience. It needs to point us away from fear and bitterness and corrosive hate, and instead redouble our efforts not just to stop bad things from happening, but to build a community in which people who want to do bad things find their motives redeemed by the overwhelming grace and goodness of God, made clear in the values with which we choose to live together. Martin Luther King said, "Darkness can't cast out darkness, only light can do that." So if we want to, we can make our remembering today our small part of offering hope and healing for a world in which it is much needed. Thank you for listening.